Just want to take a look at one verse today in Exodus chapter 25, and that's verse 16, talking about the ark. Now, it says there, when the ark is finished, place inside it the stone tablets inscribed with the terms of the covenant which I will give you. So Moses doesn't even have this yet, right? This is the 10 Commandments. That's what this is. So God's going to give him the 10 Commandments, the actual stone tablets, doesn't even have them yet. He's actually up on the mountain and is going to receive them. But he doesn't even have those yet. So he's instructed, this is what you're going to place inside of it. So a copy of the law, because the 10 Commandments was the heart of all of the Mosaic law. All of when you talk about Leviticus and Deuteronomy, all the both ceremonial, civil, and moral law that we find within the Old Testament. Because that's something you got to remember. For the Jews, the Old Testament governed everything. It was their criminal code of law. It was their civil code of law. It had all of the ceremonially, how they were to worship, how they were to offer sacrifices, all of those type of things, how an altar was to be constructed, all of these details. And so it had all of these things in it along with the moral code, the idea of love your neighbor as yourself. All of these things were contained within it. So the Old Testament was all-encompassing for the nation of Israel. Gave them everything they needed. And the 10 Commandments is the heart of that. It's kind of the it's the seed that all of the rest of it grew from, right? You have that oak tree grows from a single acorn, right? So the 10 Commandments is that core. It's that acorn that everything else grows from. So that is to be placed in there. Now later on, God would instruct Israel to put some other things in the ark. They were to put a pot of manna in it, which was the food that they would receive while they were in the wilderness for those 40 years. And then Aaron's staff that actually bloomed. It actually buds. That is to be placed in it. And then also those tablets, right? The 10 Commandments tablets were to be placed there. So that's what went in the ark. And once those things were there, God never told them to put anything else. They weren't supposed to touch it. They weren't supposed to mess with it. That was there. That's what was supposed to be there. And those things were a symbol of God's presence and God's provision, right? So that's what went inside the ark. And tomorrow we'll talk about the mercy seat. Be good.